Right, I'm here at Donington Park and I have to my right Andy and to my left Dan, and they have brought me to a racing series called SupermonoGB. Action-packed racing, just like its heyday in the mid-90s. Speak to Mike Spike Edwards for that kind of info. This video is all about what a Supermono is, who SupermonoGB are, who are the people in it, what kind of bikes you can ride, and how you can get involved. Watch the rest of the vid to find out. Andy's going to talk about some of the Krämers, you're going to talk about some of your alternative bikes, self-builds, hybrids, yes. Yeah. So give you a feel of what it means to have a single cylinder engine ranging from a 690cc down to a 390, and how you can race in this series. So now it's time to cut to some racing action. That's Andy just leaving for the grid on his Krämer Evo R. Incidentally, I'm on one of these as well in stunning black. It's also worth noting that you can race these Supermonos in most road racing clubs. You'll find them in the stock twin or the super twin class. Dan's bike doesn't have a starter motor, so we're using the paddock starter or roller starter to get his bike on the go. Listen to that mono rumble. Right, quick pat on the back from his lovely wife, and we are off to the assembly area. We get a quick reminder of our race position according to our qualifying. As per all ACU races, before we got here, our bikes have been fully technically checked and our kits, namely our helmets, leathers and gloves, are race-worthy. Now it's time to find your grid position, let the adrenaline build, and do what we've all come here for, which is a little bit of racing. Let's watch those red lights go out and let's go! That's enough fun for now. Let's now come back in and do the second best bit about racing, which is the banter afterwards.
I haven't got that in my
You
head.
became my breaking marker. I was like, when is he going to do it? Oh, I can't do it.
Yeah, they can do it, and I'm sure I can do it.
That was one hell of a battle.
It was, wasn't it?
I mean, it was fascinating. I was watching from the top up there.
Yeah.
You were taking chunks out of each other. It was incredible.
I ran on into the foggy S's.
Yeah.
There was a back marker, and I thought if I can make the S's beforehand, I'd have gapped him. But he turned in early apex, so I had to let go of the brake and run straight on, you know what I mean, on the escape route. Yeah, it was good. In my head I thought, phew!
Now, if that hasn't whetted your appetite, I don't know what will. So the next little bit of the video is all about the bikes, all the options from the more expensive stuff to the stuff, if you're up for it, you can build in your garage. So Andy, I'm going to start with you. So firstly, we're going to talk about the Krämer.
There's two different versions. So there's an S, they're about 15 grand, and then for the R, you go up to just over 20-ish grand. Comes with the twin discs, quick shift, different dash and different suspension. There's no different mechanically in the engine.
But out of the box, if you've got the cash, you'd go straight to one of these.
Saves a lot of building and machining and mechanicking.
But then we move on to the 390.
Yeah, so it's basically, it was a cut bike, RC cut bike. They're plentiful, you know, for a couple of £1,000. Entry level, you know, 45-ish horsepower. Start on the button, go out. Great for kids and you know, people that don't want any fuss but don't want lots of power. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Or you can be a fettler. So I've slightly been a bit insulting and called Dan's bike the Franken bike, but
it's basically a supermoto bike, a KTM 660 SMC. Basically change the front end on it, subframe, changed the shock on it, lowered it all down, shortened it up, and basically that's it. Over the years I've been, you know, fettling it, as they say.
But so how much cash has that set you back then, plus all the fettling time?
I bought the bike for 2.5 grand. It's about 3 grand all in to start with.
Nice.
Obviously I've spent money over the years and stuff like that. You know, it's not a massive wedge of dough.
It's one of the reasonable things about SupermonoGB is that you don't need a mega cash to start racing in this championship. No. I guess finally we can talk about the 690 Duke, because that's what this used to be.
Go and buy a standard 690 Duke.
Yep.
Put some RC8 front forks in it. The rest of it is really the standard, but obviously different, you know, they don't come with fairings, you put your fairings on and stuff like that. That's about 5 grand to get, you know, all ready to go. But
okay, so I'm just here with Ant Hart, and Ant is currently winning. You've won every race here at Donington, haven't you?
Yeah. So far so good. Yeah.
So good. Ant, what are you running here? So this is the same 690 engine?
Yeah, same engine, road chassis. About £7,000 to build this, and like you say, it seems to be reasonably competitive. So yeah.
So now we've covered the bikes, I did want to talk a little bit more about the racing. Now, obviously we're at Donington Park.
Cadwell, Snetterton, Donington, then we're going to Anglesey next, and then finish it off at Croft. Like last year was at Brands. We've got an average of now of around about 25 bikes on the grid, so it's a building class.
So inevitably the best bit about racing is the kind of a bit of elbows out, a bit of late braking. Booney, you've got a bit of a speciality there. I've seen that. Here's my tailpipes. Yep. And I know both of you have had some pretty good battles in the past. I saw you at Cadwell. Having quite a good time.
Yeah, we do. It's good, and I mean, you know, it just shows you that, you know, that the shed built specials as such can go up against like the Krämers and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's all about what trust you've got in the tyre and how you've built the bike and everything else, you know. So it's good, but there's a right battle all the way down through the field, so it doesn't matter. It's like my girl, she has a battle with Brian, who rides the other bike. You know, so 390 against 690, do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of different talents of riders all the way through the field, and there's always a battle, whether you're at the back, the middle or the front. There's always something or somebody to chase, which is what it's all about. Cause
exactly.
We're not here, you know, you're here to have fun and have a race. You know, if you want to just go track days, that's fine. But you want that little bit of a tussle in the corners, don't you?
Absolutely. And the reality is, we aren't just about semi-professional riders. We're not punching track days to try and chase lap times. No. We're trying to go back to work on Monday.
Exactly,
and so the reality is you're racing with fellow pundits that want to have a good time at the weekend, do what you can, but go home safely. And so I've seen a lot of respect on the circuit, but I've also seen a really nice sense of community spirit in the paddock itself. That makes a huge difference to how it feels to race.
I think everybody tries to help everybody out. So
exactly.
If you have problems, you have an off or something like that, you know, loads of people come. It's nice that they come and help you fix your bikes, stuff like that, because everybody wants to get back out again. So, and you get a lot of that goes on, so which is nice.
So to get involved, buy the bike, choose your budget, choose your time, and what you've got available,
and then join SupermonoGB as a club member.
It is that simple. Type SupermonoGB into Google, find their website, find Facebook, get involved. So this is just a scene of what SupermonoGB is all about. It's a beautiful summer's evening at Donington Park. The Supermono team behind the scenes have set up the garage to make a huge kind of pizza manufacturing facility, and everyone's been invited to get a pizza on the go and celebrate this weekend's achievements, this weekend's trophies, and share a bit of a laugh about what happened on track and maybe what happened off track. So it really kind of emphasises the SupermonoGB atmosphere and culture, and this is really what racing is all about. We fight it out on the tarmac, but we enjoy it and socialise with our families and friends away from the track, and that's what makes it really special. So let me just come and show you what's going on. A few beers, bit of a happy atmosphere. Entire pizza facilities. That pizza was exceptional. Right, that is about all from me. Next cut is a quick video summary from me, but I very much hope you enjoyed watching this, learnt a lot about what Supermono is, how to get involved, and I hope to see you racing soon. This morning's race done with SupermonoGB. Great conditions, sun's out, plenty of heat in the tyres, bloody good laugh. Great battling with kind of the front of the pack. Just enjoying being out in Donington, mixing it up with riders without stupidly powerful machines, just great bikes. So yeah, absolutely buzzing. It's been a phenomenal weekend with SupermonoGB. I've been hosted incredibly. I've been entertained on the track, entertained off track with pizza, the family feel and the friendship and the culture of the organisation. And yeah, absolutely buzzing and a great privilege to be on this bike with SupermonoGB.